F-Zero actually is on this list, and it's the best racing game inspired by F-Zero, which will not be on this list. I straight up will not tell you what number 11 is. Overwatch. I love Overwatch, which is weird because it comes from Blizzard, which up until 2016 was the company that in my eyes made the shittiest, most boring games of all time. But somehow this is my favorite FPS, it's one of my most played games. I like Overwatch so much that I like to watch Overwatch League. Overwatch is my 11th favorite game, and the hardest and most common question I get every time someone finds out about this is, why? First of all, it's not really something I need to justify. I can play whatever I damn well please, but I've wanted to do it for a long time anyway, and with Overwatch 2 right around the corner, now's a better time than any. I think the most important piece of any game in a vacuum is how it feels just to play. When you move, you move. There's no vaulting over cover mechanic or unsteady aim mechanic, there's no fall damage or stumbling, there's no ammo limit. None of those features that add realism to the game at the cost of gameplay. The base game of Overwatch at its core allows you direct and consistent access to the action. Visually speaking, I think Overwatch is one of the best looking games out there right now. It's a bright and colorful game, yet the art style stays grounded in reality. Every map is vibrant, but not busy. The character designs are so polished and creative and distinct. In Overwatch, there's never a question of who's who during a fight. Most of these characters have very obvious outlines, sounds, and movements. You can tell who you're looking at half the map away or directly on top of you. Not to mention that outside combat, all these characters have across the board great designs. So even though the lore aspect of this game is being rolled out at the speed of cold honey, you can tell who these people are and what their significance is in the world. The animation team clearly put a lot of thought into these movements. The amount they're able to show through a simple walk animation or shoot animation. Take Bastion, who was left dormant and became rusted and overgrown. Its steps and its attack rattle and shake its entire body. The sight on the gun doesn't stay up, but then compare that to D.Va's cannons. They hardly even shake when she fires them because this mech is cared for and maintained every single day. You can see the uneven walking pattern of Junkrat, who's missing a leg. Doomfist's guard is up at all times, Symmetra reloads like she's dancing, and Moira's hands are always creeping because she's the fucking boogeyman.
Tell me how this feels.
Overwatch thrives on its approachability. If we don't mention this one, which we won't. There's 32 characters in the game, but in reality that means there's actually 32 games in here. Or maybe 31 games. Or maybe 30 games, but my point is each character allows a different style, and at a higher level each character demands a different skill set and approach. And really, you only need to be able to aim for about half of them. Otherwise, the only way to improve is to learn how the game works, which means literally anyone can do it. If you put me on Sombra or Widow, I can absolutely pound, but you put me on Reaper or Hanzo and you will watch me shit the bed every single time. And maybe you're wondering, how do you balance 32 characters? Well, you don't really, but I think they've actually done a pretty good job. Depending on the level you play at, certain characters are going to be more powerful than others, which is just unavoidable, and there are going to be a lot of times where a certain character is just not the right matchup against another character one-on-one. But the thing about Overwatch is that it's not built around playing one-on-one. There is a reason Moira does not stand up well against Roadhog. Unfortunately, at its heart, Overwatch is a team game. There is potential to hard carry, but in the majority of situations, whether you win or lose depends on how well your team works together. So in most ranked games, they're going to get decided around which players tilt first. When I called Overwatch approachable, I meant more specifically approachable for a group to get into, because even as much as I like the game, I really need to be in the right mood to play in a group of any less than 4 people. Getting a properly functioning team together is the hardest part and the most frustrating part, but when it works, it's also the fun part. Are you ready to do a nano blade?
Yeah, no way this can up. Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
nano blade.
Right now? Go. I'm on point. I'm on point.
I can't see you. Oh. No,
Half of our blade seems to be missing.
Did you nano blade? Oh, what a
nano blade, guys.
Yeah, we did. The best part of Overwatch is getting these ability synergies to really work together. Making a plan mid-game and executing it to make progress is really what the game is about. Being an Overwatch player is most of the time it's just pain, but every so often you make something cool happen, you're just like, wow, damn, can we do that again? And no, you can't. That's a pretty good time, I guess, to mention the point that I brought up at the beginning. You might not be able to pull off synergy well, but you know who can? Professionals. And this is the part where I just want to get this off my chest. Because I've got shit from people for watching professional Overwatch more than almost anything else in my life. Overwatch is the game that brought me from thinking esports, wow, what a stupid concept, to esports, wow, what a stupid concept, but oh no, I'm actually so invested. I'd never watched any kind of esports before the 2017 Overwatch World Cup, and I think I only did because Team Canada was in the top 8 and I wanted to see how well they did, and they made the finals and something just kind of stuck. So I was excited for the upcoming Overwatch League, and I had my favorite team picked out before it even started, and in the end, they got second. I learned how to play by watching the league. I used to suck before, but by watching the Overwatch League and following my team and its players, I really did begin to learn and understand what to do and how to do it, and most importantly, why to do it. And as I gained the players' knowledge, I also gained their habits, so unfortunately being a Fusion fan, I learned the style of borderline hard feeding, and you make it work. But here's me playing before the league, and here's me after it. Look at me, look guys, I'm on the website. Poco, EQO, Carpe, Astro, and Alarm, rest in peace. These are all some of my favorite people to watch play this game. I'm upset that most of these players disbanded last year, and Alarm dying is genuinely one of the most tragic and upsetting things, and even now I'm still reeling from the shock of it. I would hate to leave this on a note like that, but I can say honestly I'm glad that I got invested. I'm glad that I learned how to play by watching these people, and I'm glad this game has held my attention for as long as it has. Well, mostly that's all I needed to say. Overall, I like this game a lot. So, fuck off and let me enjoy it.